cross our fingers here and see if the live stream starts. We've had one person waiting very patiently. So, all right, looks like we are live. To our one current viewer out there, thanks for your patience. And we're still waiting for one of our colleagues to come and join us. So we will sort of start rolling the dice and see when he gets along here. But this is the Battle of Lobositz, 1746, and it's the Prussians versus the Austrians. The Austrians were trying to march up to help their Saxon allies escape from sort of a siege that the Prussians had put up around them. And so Frederick marched down to intercept this force that General Brown was using as sort of as the relief column. And so this is the battle that takes place. So it is a foggy day. And so we do have some sections of the battlefield that have sort of this misty kind of fog. And then as each hour rolls by, the fog lifts a little bit as it burns off. Yeah, so that's kind of what's up. All right, I will go ahead and roll the dice and see what we get. And it is a 2-7. That is a Prussian wing activation.
Oh.
And it is enough to move the clock because 2 plus 7 is 9, but we have a +1 because of the fog. So we are actually already pushing things along here. All right, so what do the wild and wacky Prussians want to do?
All right, let me figure out what do I want to do here. So I can either do my cavalry wing or I can do my
Your infantry wing. You've only got 2 wings. Pick a wing.
2 wings. It's enough to fly, right?
That's yes. If you only have 1 wing, you're just going to fly in a circle, I think.
Let's see. All right, so the detached grenadiers are automatically in skirmish. Is that correct?
You mean the ones that I have that are up here?
Yeah, the
Yeah,
ones
yeah,
that
yeah,
are
yeah, yeah.
in threes.
Yeah. So I just got tired of having a little skirmish marker on top of them.
Right.
They are by virtue of being in that formation or having broken down, they are in skirmish. And if I wanted to put them in line, I'd have to combine them back together again to put them into another formation.
All right. Thinking I'm probably going to go with the infantry.
All right. So pick your formations. Let's start doing, I guess, our fire combat first and then everything else.
I don't think I got anybody in disorder. I'm just also figuring out what artillery I want to do in this turn. I'm also going to. Do I want to do all the artillery or just? Range on tens. Oh, they're not bad either. They're 14. So. Um. And I will activate these artillery up here.
Okay, cool.
All right, so fire. All right, so we'll start at the top here. These two will fire on your skirmishers
All right,
there.
and those are they musketeers?
Let's see. I, I know
Second
most of
Munchau.
them are musketeers. I do have some one. Let's see. I think the Fusiliers may be those. One of those may be a Fusilier. I'm not sure
Let's
how
see,
to.
that's Bevern's command. Um, so the one that's MUN, those are Fusiliers. So these guys are Fusiliers, and these guys are Fusiliers.
Right. All right.
These
So we're
guys
gonna.
are musketeers.
All right. So we've got. All right. So
So the
the
Fusiliers are ×3, so that's going to give you 12.
12
And
and the Musketeers are times 4, so it's going to give me 16.
right, so you'll have a total of 28, right? So that's
Yep.
going to be 2.5 to 1.
Is there a 2.5?
On the fire chart, let's see.
On the fire. Yes, there
Yeah,
is
there
a
is a
two
two
and
and
a
a half
half.
to 1.
Yep.
And
Two and a
there'll
half to 1.
be
And
a
the
minus something for me being skirmisher.
skirmish. Right.
Um,
Michael joined the room.
all right, he's on his
Or
way.
joined the game.
So
Yes.
skirmishers are -10.
There he
So
is.
go ahead and roll. You got a 2.5 to
Two
1
and a
with
half to
a
1
minus
minus
10.
10. That's right. Okay.
Is this the party to whom I'm
That's
speaking?
going to be
It
a
certainly is.
74.
74.
So that is good enough for, ouch, 2 hits.
Whoa!
And a morale check with a +10.
Wow, I must have missed a lot.
Well, we just got started. So
First shot.
yeah, this is the first shot. You showed up just in
Yeah,
time.
but if a 74 is good for 2 hits, then it must have been quite a shot.
He had 2.5 to 1 odds. So
Oh wow. Okay.
yeah. Yeah. That's what happens when the Prussians get the jump on you. All right, let me make a morale check. I've got a +10, and then I'm half dead now by virtue of the fact of being shot like that.
Half dead.
So that's what, another +10, I think. So +20
Yep.
altogether.
Yeah.
And I'm still okay. There's not much left of me, but what is happy. I'm glad I poured
you
myself
certainly have
a
another.
cocktail. Yeah, I definitely need a cocktail today.
Well, it'll help with the improv.
It will. It will. It's either that or an edible.
Oh, yeah, but I don't know.
Okay.
Sure. Why
Yeah,
not?
yeah. I don't know. I haven't had one yet. My kids have all been saying, "Okay, now you have to have one of those, Dad." Okay, fine.
Oh, well,
Yeah,
I mean, as long as you're taking an Uber to the show, that'll be fun.
yeah. There you go.
All right. So now these
Now
12
the
pounders.
cannons are going to open up. Time to
They're gonna
worry.
take a shot at this guy, and he's at 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I guess they're times 3.
Well,
so
no, they're not, because you're still in the fog. So you're using whatever the lower of the multipliers is. So that's going to be just ×1. So you'll be 8, 2, 4. Well, and this guy's a 10-pounder, right? Who's underneath here.
All right.
So you've only got three 12-pounders, so that's six. And I don't know if the 10-pounder can reach me. Oh, he can, but he's only worth times one as well.
Oh, maybe I'll do some.
So you would
Maybe
then
I won't.
have. So then you're just going to have uh, eight, eight, 8 to 10. So that's a 1 to 1.5.
That's not worth much. And with a -10, I don't. It'd be
Oh,
hard for.
you're gonna
Well,
need a 90.
yeah.
I mean, what else are you going to do with them, David?
That's right. Yeah, it's not like the artillery ammunition cost you anything.
Yeah.
Well,
And you know what this game system needs is another rule or subsystem or something to deal with ammo. Okay, maybe I'm kidding. Only a little though.
Only a little. I'm sure people, there's probably some people out there that would absolutely love that.
Well, I keep reading more accounts of the Battle of Zorndorf because I keep feeling like just something was wrong with that
Right.
last game we played, right? I'm just trying to figure out, okay, so what did happen and what should the game kind of at least tend towards? And one of the definite things I kept reading is how they kept running out of ammunition because the fight went on all day. And I'm thinking, interesting. And yet I don't think low ammo shows up nearly often enough.
So
In
did
the
they? So they ran out of ammunition, or they ran low on ammunition sometimes, or
oftentimes ran out of ammunition and needed to just close to combat because it's like, we've only got 3 balls left in the pouch. What are you going to do, right? So whether
oh.
that's out of ammunition or close enough to out of ammunition, I don't know. But
So was that for the
uh,
artillery, or was that for the
specifically, they kept mentioning infantry.
infantry? Okay, yeah.
Although they did mention that there was a point at which one of the Prussian artillery commanders was complaining that they were running low on ammo and maybe it was time to go do something. So it sounds like low ammo was kind of a thing, and I didn't feel like that was reflected strongly enough in
now if
in the
yeah, go
special
ahead.
rules for the game.
Yeah. Now if the artillery fires, can it still move? It
Yours
just can't
can't.
prolong.
Yours can
These
either do.
can't.
Yeah. They
They
don't
would
have an
need to
FP
be
next to them.
right. They
Well, I
need to have
know
an
that, but
FP
can
to be able
they?
to fire and prolong.
Well, I know they can't prolong. Can they fire and then move?
No.
Like limber up?
No, neither.
Neither. Okay, that's what I'm
Yeah.
asking. Okay. I know they couldn't prolong. They couldn't prolong anyways from where they were. So, all right. So,
Are they not allowed to prolong into the?
well, I thought you could only prolong into clear.
I don't know. That's what I'm asking. Was there something in the special rules about limiting their ability to prolong into
Oh,
vineyards?
I thought that was in the regular rules.
No,
Nah.
you're thinking of Regs 30.
Okay.
I think you're also thinking of there was a limitation.
Maybe in
Oh
colon.
no, I'm thinking of the baggage train at Zorndorf.
Oh,
that
yeah.
They
They couldn't.
could only go into clear hexes,
Yeah.
so they couldn't cross a slope, for example.
I think that this is much more liberal on allowing artillery to prolong just about anywhere in God's
Yes,
green earth, because
that is agreed.
yeah,
Yes.
because we had this situation at Colon where you were prolonging through the village hexes and stuff like that,
Hmm.
and that's why I'm like, well, can you do that?
Yeah, I mean the rules are occasionally there'll be some mention in the special rules about only things you could actually move across. Oh, and steep slopes, or something like that. But if it's not mentioned in the special rules, then it's really just anything that would be legal for you to move into is good enough.
All right. So 13 there.
Yeah, so it's 11.6. So non-disordered unlimbered artillery with a P indicates on its unlimbered side may move 1 hex only if it did not fire in the preceding fire segment. A unit with an FP, fire and prolong, may move 1 hex even if it fired in the preceding. Both types of movement by prolong are permitted only into one of the unit's front hexes or rear hexes, and it
Right.
must maintain its original facing. Limbered movement and movement by prolong cannot be combined in the same movement segment. Movement by
Right.
prolong is not permitted into hexes from which the artillery would be prohibited from normal movement. Movement
Right.
by prolong is not permitted into an
Great.
enemy zone of control
Okay.
unless already occupied by a friendly infantry or artillery.
All right. Well, they'll be doing some prolonging there and stuff.
Okay,
Okay.
cool.
So I will fire this one here, and we will fire on this hex here. Now they are not constrained by the fog, so they're regular.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11,
13
12.
times 2. So it's 8.
Okay,
And
so it's 8 to whatever I've got there, 8 to 10. And then you'll
yeah,
probably have a plus because I got 2. Uh, so what?
Oh, the size there. Yeah,
yeah,
almost certainly going to have a
Yeah,
plus 15,
yeah, because
maybe plus 20, because it's 15 in size.
yeah, so that's going to be a plus 15. So,
Yep.
okey-doke.
yep.
All right. Boom. Well, that's
Uh-uh.
Oh, 4. Okay, we're on to a
Plus no
special
matter.
something. On to whatever. Artillery special.
artillery.
It's called Wildfire. A stack adjacent to the target becomes the new target.
Oh, okay.
No,
So
wait,
we got a
that's the
50.
Austrians.
That's
Oh,
the other
No, we're
mine's a
looking at. Now we're looking at the Prussian 04. Reroll if the target includes artillery. There is an additional SP loss for artillery. This is called caisson explosion.
ooh,
oh
Yeah.
let's see. Yeah, I
So
roll good, man. 58
no.
plus
58.
73?
Add 1 to 1.5.
Nope. That's
Nope,
not going to be enough for a
not
hit.
good enough. But it was an
All right.
04, so it does say that there's a leader thing, right? Because there's an asterisk next to it.
Yes, yes. You'd need to roll on the leader loss table.
Okay, so David,
And
roll 1 die.
1 die. Boom.
A 5. That is in the line of fire. Roll for each enemy unit leader in or adjacent to the target hex.
okay,
We don't
Okay.
have any, so we don't have to worry about
not
that.
applicable.
Yep.
No.
Okay.
Okay.
Cool.
And let's see.
So mark those guys as finished, I guess.
Yep.
So looking for what? I'm trying to figure out where the heck I put my special rules. I just wanted to make sure that plus 1 SP was that plus 1, like if there is actually a strength point loss,
Yeah.
then there's
Yeah,
one added.
because we had this happen before.
Oh, did we?
Yeah, we did
Okay.
last week.
I'll be darned. I'll believe you if you say so. Okay, all good.
Yeah. Did you look and see if that's what it said?
I have not looked.
Oh.
I'm pretty sure.
Oh,
That's,
hold it. I got that rule book right here. I'm sorry.
Hmm,
Forgive me.
Okay.
Artillery fire special results. Caisson explosion. If the result is an SP loss, and
Yeah.
the target contains an artillery
Yeah.
unit.
That's what I kind of
Yeah.
assumed that, but
Oh.
just you know.
Oh, now this is interesting. It's curious the way it's written. So it says, if the end result is an SP loss, the target contains an artillery unit. The result is applied normally, plus the artillery loses 1 strength point. And then the next sentence says, a morale check A is made even if the result did not require one. I think that means to follow on if there was a strength point loss and there was artillery.
right. Right, because
But
the caisson
it
would
isn't
have
part of the same
exploded.
sentence,
Yeah.
right? So it's kind of like, okay, I think we can ignore that. So, all right.
Okay. All right.
So you
What page
doing-
is that?
Oh, I'm sorry. That was in the Lobositz special rules. It was page page 10. Page 10, right column, 6.7 delta. Nope, sorry, 6.7 echo.
Okay, so reroll the combat of the SP loss and the target contains applied normally, plus the artillery loses. A morale check is made even if the result did not require one.
That is, it wasn't an even roll.
Right, exactly. It's just funny because the way it's written kind of
Okay.
just makes it seem like, well, since it's in a separate sentence, does that mean you do a morale check anyway? But it's like, but nothing happened. Because there was no case on explosion. If there had been, we'd have lost the strength point. The whole point here is if you lose the strength point, you also got to do a morale check, whether it was an even number or odd.
Yeah.
I believe that's how it is. Could be written better.
All right.
Okay. Yep.
On
right,
to
so,
the next one.
let's see. We'll keep that there like that. Yes, because that guy. All right, so I goofed up there.
So you
All
doing
right.
Bevern
Oh, now
this activation?
we're actually it's a wing.
It's a wing, so he's
Oh,
moving his
wing.
infantry.
It's
Holy
key.
mo! Oh, that's right, because they're all in the same wing, which is nuts.
Yep.
Okay.
All right. So. All right. Finished. Okay, now let's see who's moving here.
Grim Harbinger says hello. He says, sounds like Prussians be doing Prussian things. Indeed.
Sure. Yeah. That seems plausible.
That's what the Prussians do. Prussians do Prussian things.
That's it.
They're very, very Prussian in that regard.
Prussians be Prussian-y.
Prussians be Prussian. All right, so is this not marking, if I rotate them, it's not marking them as moved?
Who's that?
Anybody.
No, it looks
I'm
like.
just trying to figure out who I've moved here.
So I think
so
these two guys rotated,
yeah.
right?
So
I don't know who
And
else
yet
he
they're not
rotated.
marked as
that's what I was.
moved.
Yeah.
Wow.
So
Okay.
I'll mark them moved just so I know what's going on.
Need to put out the bat signal for someone who does vassal module development.
Yeah, we should ask Mitch to do some editing on this one.
There you go.
Yeah, because we don't have a graveyard for this one either.
Right. And it turns out we've already needed one.
Yeah. Yeah, we've already dispatched, and soon there'll be more being dispatched, I have no doubt.
Mm-hmm.
All right, that's that. Okay, so that's that brigade or whatever.
Okay, so that's
Higher level.
Bevern's,
Yeah.
Bevern's little brigade. Yep.
And where is he going? 1, 2, 5. Okay. Mullets is going on top of here. All right. Let's see.
Here's a deep thought for you.
Yes.
If your girlfriend says she wants chocolate and strawberries for Valentine's Day, mixing Count Chocula and Frankenberry is not good enough. I know this now.
I see. Is that what you gave your girlfriend, Michael?
I am not going to say that. That's not my story. I'm sticking to it.
I see. I would think that you'd go for something slightly more classy. Let's see. Grim Harbinger says that means march forwards. That's what Prussians be doing. Prussians march forward.
Yes.
So when he says thank you for the link to Discord, yes, welcome to our little Discord channel. Anybody who's out there who wants to join the Lobatai Discord server, just put a note in the comment section of any of my videos, and I'll send you a link. So that way, then you can participate, find other potential players in the Lobatai universe,
Absolutely.
And follow along with us wild and wacky players.
And
Or you
smell
can
that black powder.
or you can crash one of the games. That's how David got involved in the program. He was
That's right.
lurking in
That's right.
Discord. He was being a fanboy.
Okay. And 3. And got here we got.
Oh, he's pushing more Prussians forward there.
Into the kill zone.
Yep, that looks like Kleist. Kleist is marching forward there.
Oh, but I had too much fun with Kleist at Prague, so I've got a deep suspicion about that boy.
Wasn't Kleist the one who couldn't get his guys to do anything?
They couldn't fight their way out of a damp paper
Yeah,
bag.
yeah.
They were amazing.
Yeah, that was like.
I mean, I was so far around David's flank, and it just could never seal the deal.
Yeah, it's like, oh yeah, we got you outnumbered and this and that and everything else. Oh, and they won't
So
go in.
naturally, we're shaken, and we
Yep.
don't go in for close assault.
Yeah.
And he may be enjoying this battle, but he won't enjoy the next one because he's probably going to get cashiered after Prague.
Where is? It looks like there's one missing there.
What's missing? One of your.
The Kleist?
Yeah, his first battalion.
So there's one over here.
He's right here. He's on the bottom of that stack.
And ANH has.
That's Kleist's
How did he
other one
get
right
up?
there.
Okay, wait a minute.
So so your question is, where's the other Anhalt?
Yeah.
That's a fair question. I can't answer that one yet. That's
So
Papa Bravo.
There should be 3 AHs, ANHs, 2 ABRs. Is this Braunschweig or no? We're looking at Kleist.
No.
So he's got 2 BLAs, 2 HULs, and 2 QUAs.
That's what I'm wondering is how Anhalt got over there, because Anhalt is not.
So these are his, right? Those are Kleist. This is Kleist here, right? Those
Right.
two.
So where's the rest of Papa
Bravo? Okay.
And then QA, there's one QA. And then there's the other QA.
Okay.
The rest of that outfit's down here.
Yeah. So ANH, that belongs to Braunschweig.
Right. So I just need the Kleist guy here. All right. So that's all right. So okay, that's making a little more sense. Actually, let's see.
That's actually one of the trickiest parts about this game is like the first turn or two, just trying to figure out what are the relationships of all these things.
All right, so these are Kleist over here. I moved. Okay. All right. So the Anhalt guy actually belongs to this other group down here, and why I moved him up there, I don't know, but he's.
Well, I don't know that you did, because he's in the setup. He probably started up there somewhere.
I think he's, now that I remember, I think he started somewhere in here or whatever, and I moved him to whatever, but I think I should have moved him the other way because he actually belongs with this group down here.
Yeah.
So, but he's still in command because, or I think, is he?
Well, where's his commander? His commander is this guy here.
Yeah, no.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now he's just slightly out.
Yes. Okay. All right. So, Clay, do I want to move any more there? All right.
Well,
Yeah.
do you want to move him, Dave? Do you want to just pick him up and put him somewhere closer
Oh,
to your command, or like? I mean,
nope.
if okay,
He received some orders that put him somewhere where he shouldn't be. So, I will respect that. So, all
let's see.
right.
Grim Harbinger says, "Don't tempt me. After all, I once crashed a party, and folks can't get rid of me." Okay. Let's see. Just
Shoot.
ask another bunch of folks. Here we go. Stephen O says, Eric, do you plan on attending Consim World, La Bataille, or Bar? I'm going to be playing La Bataille probably. Um, and in fact, I'm planning on organizing a group of folks. I'm getting ready to send out some emails. I don't know if I got your contact information, Steve. If you're going to go and you want to play La Bataille, send me your contact information through Discord, so I can include you in the group. But yeah, we're going to be doing that. Haven't figured out what to play yet.
Well, we are definitely going to have some battles for Quebec going on. I keep telling myself I need to get Matthew to give me permission for that, but I know we'll do that
I
because I'm
I
sure
don't
he
know.
will.
I don't know why he wouldn't. I mean, I know
I
usually
completely agree.
Ed Wimble is happy to have people promote his games. So
Right. No, I'm sure he will. Just one of those things. I keep talking about it, and I keep forgetting to actually send an emails,
right.
signing on the line that is dotted. But yeah, Constant World for sure.
Yeah, and we were talking about that earlier, Michael. I think I will be going to Consum World
Oh, I
as
hope
long as
so.
nothing else interrupts me again this year. So,
Right.
uh, and
Yeah, he
yeah,
found like a round trip tickets for $200.
No.
Yeah,
yeah,
Dang.
direct
No kidding. From where?
from Charlotte.
from Nashville, from
Oh,
no
Oh,
Asheville,
Nashville.
sure.
Oh, Asheville. Okay.
Asheville to
Oh, okay.
Allegiant,
That's
Asheville to
crazy, man.
Phoenix.
That's
Yes,
dirt cheap.
yeah, that's what I was
Okay.
looking. I'm going. Ooh, all right. Let's see. Do I want them a little further? I could even go a little further. Maybe I'll go a little. Let's see.
The guy who's out of command. Yeah, you turn. That's one.
He
You
turned.
can move him one
Yeah.
forward. You could push him forward another hex.
Yeah, I could actually do that. So maybe I'll
Yeah,
do that.
he's not going to interfere with the cavalry.
Um,
All right, here he comes. Here they
and
come. Michael, you got to hurry up and help me before he.
What? Plenty of time. You get that sturdy looking screen of skirmishers. We're fine, brother.
Famous last words.
famous
Come
last.
on. Got cavalry. Got skirmishers. Lots of time. Just this tiny little marsh I gotta get across. No big deal.
Okay. Okay.
Just two
all
movement
right.
points per X to get across that marsh. So really no problem at all.
Yeah, half of your movement practically,
hmm
and your heavies are taking their time. They're taking the long route.
Well, but getting across the tier garden is not trivial.
Yeah. No,
Those
but
those walls are kind of a
they could go
nightmare.
down the along the little what is this? A causeway here.
Oh, you're right. Yeah, I guess could have done that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh
But
well.
I
Gonna hit him
figured
in the flank, baby.
is that it? Big wide arc. You're going to get that guard unit, that Lieb guard. That is our target.
Mm,
I
that's
think
it.
that's a special unit if it's ever eliminated.
Oh, it's plus
Frederick
10.
Frederick will spend 2 turns crying,
That's it.
and during that time period, the army
That's
is
because
in
he will have
disarray.
lost his Lieb.
And out. 3, 1, 2.
That's a little German humor for you.
Oh, that's over there. 2, 3, 1, 2, 1, 2, and 1. So 1, 2, 3, 4. I think that's all my. And
I just have to
Who
figure out
is?
where you want to put your leaders.
Oh, wait, now, who's this guy belong to? Or is he my? Oh, he's an independent. Okay, so he's finished.
He belongs to no one. He's his
Belong
own man.
They're a special Ronin, Prussian
and
Ronin. Let's see if we
Wow,
can.
yeah.
Yeah, let's see if we can pay them off. Mercenaries.
these are
Gotta get
independents too. So they are
Kurosawa here
finished.
to
All
the screen treatment of this particular battle sequence.
Is that what we do?
Mm-hmm.
That's very, very Seven Samurais of you there.
I tell you what,
right.
I'd like to think that radio TV film degree is really coming in handy right around now.
All right, so that's that commander. Let me 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, everybody's still in command now, or back into command.
Do they have to be in command of their wing leader or the wing leader and the army leader or the army leader?
Well, I'm just doing it on their right now.
Their own command leader,
Right.
commander.
Oh, okay. So you're just dealing with the brigade leader first.
Right.
Okay.
And
Yeah, because I mean, you know how it is. I mean, being out of command from the army leader is like a nuisance, but being out of command from your own direct leader is a real problem.
Right.
and everybody else, and okay, so that should be.
So I think Keith needs to move one hex south to keep this guy in the wing.
Well, he's not done yet. I'm just
okay.
doing movement because I still got probably going to have an assault. Well, let's see. What happens when you assault skirmishers? They just run away.
So
there's an
you
excellent
declare your assault thing, right?
right. You first of all, you got to pass your pre-melee morale check. They are in all likelihood going to retreat before
Yeah,
close
there's only one
combat, so they
increment.
move back 1 or 2 hexes,
Right.
and then at the end of that, they'll have to do a morale check D Delta, which is a special morale check for after retreating after close combat. So kind of the best you can really hope for,
Is they would
in all honesty,
be
is that they
shaken.
become shaken after they
All right,
run away,
so I'm
and
not.
then maybe next time you'll actually get them to rout.
Right, I am not going to.
Or you just stay where they are and you just blow them to stuffing.
Yeah,
That's right.
Yeah.
That's what I'm trying to figure out here. Okay, now let's see. It's all right. So we've got here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So Keith can move up to here, and that's got everybody there in command. And he's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yep, he's in command of that, and that leaves Bevern. He's got everybody in command that he needs in command, and yes, that looks like we can flip him. We can flip him, and there should be one more. You can flip him.
There we go. Great excitement. Okay, so Michael, since I rolled the dice first this time, you get to pretend to be me and roll the dice second.
Oh my gosh, I can't believe that we haven't jinxed the whole game here.
Yes, we're going around the other direction now.
And we've got another wing activation for the Prussians.
Yep, and we push it, move the clock again. Here we go. Okay, I've moved the clock, guys. So
you have.
I did.
Oh, I'm glad you said so, because of course we can't see it in the log file. Which again, calling Mitchell Land, paging Mitchell Land. Please fix this.
All right. I'm actually only going to move. Cow.
Gesundheit. Who's that? Oh, okay. KY.
And
KY
He's a
jelly.
smooth operator.
Oh,
He is
God.
a smooth operator.
All right, this
and
is
I'm
why
also
people
going to
tune
add,
in. Oh, we just
They,
lost all the viewers there. Oh
oh
well.
no. You mean people with class and style and decency
Yeah,
showed up? I
pretty
mean,
much. Pretty much.
yeah, we were doomed from the start in that case.
Yep.
1,
So what's KY up to?
2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oops. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Six. One, two, three, four, five, six. All right, where's that other little guy? Oh, there he is. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And all right, so this guy is going into. All right, so somewhere I've got. All right, so one, he's going into skirmish. One half, 1.5, 2, 3, 4, 5. So he's 5 there. Six. And let's see. 1.5, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm gonna grab one of your little skirmish.
You can just right click on the top of your guy and go down to formation and then just select
Oh, there it is.
skirmish.
Okay.
Yeah. And that
I was
works just as well
thinking.
as anything else.
Yeah, I was thinking of a different module that we did, and where the skirmish markers were a real.
I'm pretty sure
Yeah,
mine
where
were
they were
just
really a
Yeah,
pain in
it
the
had
butt.
some
Yeah.
crazy stuff.
Okay.
Well, didn't you have some where the skirmish markers couldn't be ever erased or removed
Couldn't
or
rotate.
something? Oh,
Yeah,
yeah,
couldn't.
that's
Yeah,
what it
it's
was.
like
They wouldn't
you can
rotate.
move it, but you couldn't rotate. It's like, come on.
All right. So now that means guess is where. So where does he need to be? He just kind of needs to be 2, 3, 4, 5. Probably somewhere in there will be okay.
Frederick
All
is
right.
feeling pretty good. He's got a range of 10. That's quite a bit better than what he had at Zorndorf. So a couple of
One
hexes
of those
faster.
one of those early Nokia phones.
All right.
All right.
Guess what? It's I guess it's your turn to roll the dice, David.
I turned to roll. All right, here we go. Let's see.
Oh,
Roll
some sort of special
Prussian
thing.
five.
So this is a
5 for
Prussian
you.
05.
5 for me. Where's my
Maneuver activation. Activate a command that has already been activated for command and movement only.
How interesting, how specific that it's not for one that hasn't been activated already. Only one that has been.
Yep.
Never seen that particular special result before.
command that has been activated?
Plenty to choose from there, unfortunately.
Yep. You've got all your
And-
infantry that can move, and then you've got that cavalry unit that you just moved. So you've got at least
But
4
it's
different
command and
commands.
movement only.
Yeah,
so
yeah, yeah.
no post-combat segment. And no fire
Alright.
segment.
Yeah.
Just command and movement. Kind of ironically, the ones you're probably least likely to want to move are the ones that have already activated. Particularly if you can only move one.
Hey, I've got a question. If you turn your facing and you're within 2 hexes of my infantry, do I get a shot at you?
If you're within 2 hexes and the unit has 2 hex,
Yeah, it's my
fire
my
range?
grenadiers that are in skirmish. So when he turned these guys, would they have been able to take a shot? So these guys, when these guys changed facing, would that trigger opportunity fire?
Those guys
Yes.
did not. Those guys did not turn.
Right. The guys down south of them did.
Oh,
Yes, they came from this hex right here.
oh, they moved there. Okay,
Right. But yes, ordinarily yes.
okay.
And certainly when those guys leave that hex, presumably to advance upon you, they'd
Then
get
they
a
would.
shot
Okay.
on the way out. And kind of ridiculous how good those guys are, even at 2 hex range. Oh my gosh.
Oh, his
Thanks.
grenadiers.
Yeah, it's 1 to 1.5. I mean, he's times 3 at 2 hex range with those guys. So that's kind of out of control, but okay. On the other hand, I remember that Frederick had fits up there in the vineyards that day, so it's entirely fitting that would be difficult.
Mm-hmm. All right, who do I want to? I was trying to see what. So, what what kind of gun? That's a 6-pounder there. What can they do? One,
Bad things.
6,
Provided they hit anything.
3,
Well,
6.
Come on, you got to break a few eggs to make an omelet, David.
Yep. And I'm actually going to move.
what's the matter with you dogs? You want to live forever?
Yeah, the cavalry again here. So here.
Okay.
So, so that's cow. So they're gonna go there. And let's see. And
So that's 1 hex.
that's all they're going.
Okay.
And let's see. This is going here, here. Oops. 2. I kind of wish I had. These 2 to there. All right. And I'll roll again.
Exciting stuff. Yep. And
Right.
that's another one for you, and that's going to move the clock again.
Gadzooks.
Gadzooks. All right. Let's see.
I wonder if we get to play someday, Eric. What do you think?
Eventually.
Really? Okay.
Yeah, in a few weeks. we'll
Just
be
the clock
we'll
left for
we'll be
us.
rolling when he charges and attacks, and we have to stand or countercharge or whatever.
Oh, that's good. That's
Yeah.
good. Yeah. So we will have something to do. That's
Yeah.
good.
So I think I'll do kata. 1, 2.
It's so funny that it's all these same guys. All these names are so familiar.
Mm-hmm.
6.
Well, until they get killed, and then it's somebody else.
Well, a lot of the names are familiar.
Yeah.
And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And Kata's gonna stick himself right there. Flip over. Okay. Back to you, Eric.
All right, here we go. Oh, it's a special something or other for the Prussians. It says
Always something
fog
special.
lifts. Fog level is raised 1. Player who rolled the result has initiative.
Eh?
So it says fog level is raised 1 level. Player who rolled the result has initiative. Okay. All right. So let's go
So we're going
up.
to move the fog marker to 3.
Yep.
All right. And then it's a Prussian
So there's
activation.
still a +1. No, it's not a Prussian activation. I mean, I'm the one who rolled the die, right?
No.
Yeah, I think
oh, I see. So it's 02.
Right.
I'm like, okay.
Because in real life we'd each be rolling a die.
Oh, is that how it works? Okay.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, in a
Because
in
I've
an
never
actual
played it.
game.
I've never played it
No,
face to face with
absolutely
another human. So,
no. In an actual game of bar, one of you's rolling, the white die, the other's rolling the blue die, and
okay.
so it's whoever had the special result. In other words, whichever one was the not zero.
Right. Okay.
That's
All right. So the
that's who
Prussians have it.
rolled.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So
Besides
that,
that, I
yeah.
mean,
So that makes
how much
sense. So
fun could
that,
it
yeah.
possibly be if we did it? If we had a move? I mean, come
Yeah.
on.
I don't know what we do. We probably have to spend a lot of
Exactly.
time thinking about
I
it.
have definitely not been sitting here thinking about stuff to do this whole time. No, sir.
Yeah. I've been working on my taxes.
Absolutely, as you should, because it's coming up.
Yeah.
I had trouble a few weeks ago. I was trying to pay some estimated tax. And remember, I'm trying to pay tax here.
Right.
And they were like, okay, what's your user ID? Okay. What's your password? Okay. What's your PIN? I'm like, what's the point of having a PIN if I already have a password? And apparently I didn't know whatever my PIN was. So eventually they locked me out. And they won't let me pay my taxes. I'm like,
Yeah. I have
let's
that
work
issue
this
with,
out a little bit here.
I'm trying to get something updated with one of the state agencies, and they, I guess, are sending something to an address I'm not at anymore. And I try to go online to update things, and they're asking
Right.
for a PIN number. I'm like, I don't know what the hell this PIN number is,
Yeah. Yeah. Got nothing.
and
What
there's
do you
no
want?
way, you can always ask for a password reset, but there's no
Right.
PIN number reset. So I'm like,
Right.
what the hell do I do?
I'm just sitting here thinking the only purpose of this account is to give money to the government.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, why are you being so choosy about who gives you the money?
Yeah.
It seems weird, right?
Yeah. So
All
now
right,
I know why people's
Schwerin, the two
passwords
of
are
you
like
go.
password 123, because,
Yeah, because of dumb
trying to
stuff
remember
like that,
anything
right?
else, it's just like, oh my God. Okay. Who are you moving? We're moving
Schwerin.
KC Schwerin.
Schwerin.
SC.
SC.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And actually, let's see. I made a mistake. This is back one.
Oh
These
yeah,
two are
because
back one. Yeah.
of the slope.
Slopes.
The
Yep.
slope is just
Yep.
way too subtle.
I know.
Yeah, I mean,
All right.
the
One,
map looks lovely, but it's just like it's a little too subtle when you're looking at it, and you're just like, oh yeah, that's a
2,
slope there.
3, 4, 5, 6. And 1, 2, 3, 4.
Who did this map?
Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Let's see. Well, it says Rick Barber is the original cartographer, and then Terry Leda, maybe? I can't remember. I mean, it's hard for me to read because they put it
Terry
all into
Leeds.
Terry Leeds, okay. Map, artwork, and digital something or other.
So
Layout.
original map cartography was Paul Dangle
And Rick
and
Barber.
Rick Barber.
Yeah.
And then map, artwork, and digital layout, Terry Leeds. So here's my guess. And I don't know, because here I have the original game sitting right here next to me. I could take a look at what the art style was on the original maps. Of course, it still says the same thing: map, artwork, and digital layout, Terry Leeds.
Well,
Yeah, it's still basically the same style. Let me look at the Hummelberg. Yeah, I think it's a little more obvious what the steep slopes are on the digital on the physical version. I'm
right.
looking at the Homolkaberg where his guns are in the south, where most of his cavalry is hanging out,
Right.
and I believe that the slopes are much more clear
On the printed map.
on the paper than they are what we're seeing on the
Yeah.
screen.
So they stand out a
So
little bit more. They're a little
the
darker.
contrast, they're much
Yeah.
darker,
Yeah.
and so it's much more clear what you must be seeing. It's interesting how it just didn't get rendered very well um, on the on Vassal. Curious.
Yeah. Very much so.
Yeah, I mean, it's one thing if it's like a truly antique game where there was never a digital version of the map, like the old Avalon Hill
Oh, yeah,
1914
yeah,
from
yeah.
1968, where they literally hand drew the hexagons,
Right.
and it started to show. But 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 something this new should have been digital at some point, but for some reason, it just doesn't really render quite the right way.
All right. Okay.
All right. That's done. I don't know.
So guess that's back to Michael now.
Yep. Michael,
Or
go
is
ahead. Chuck some dice.
Okay, I'm totally confused, but I'll do whatever you guys say.
Oh, it's another special
Double
for the Prussians. Oh, my
activation, but a
God.
double activation for the bad guys, and I don't think he's got two left.
Says activate any 2 commands. He's got, I think, 1 command left,
I
right?
got 1 command left, is correct.
Well,
Yeah.
at least he doesn't get to get full use of it then.
There you
Now
go.
does that 9 count as
So it's a 0-9.
No, it needs to
It's a
exceed
special.
9 anyway, so no.
yeah, but we've got a +1.
Oh.
Yeah, but it's not it's a special initiative
That's
thing. When have you ever added up the special initiative
Well,
things?
that's only because this is such a low end turn number. To be
Yes.
fair, it's
Well, go
never
ahead
been
and
an
move
always
your
issue.
had
guys,
11.
and Michael will look it
Yeah,
up.
we're gonna look. We're gonna figure out what's going on.
You just don't want us to move anything before I have to leave. I understand.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
That was his cunning
That's
plan.
right. I love you too, David.
Yeah. Jerk face.
All right. Okay,
All right.
before
Who
I
are we
move,
moving? We're moving
actually,
KA.
before. Well, I only have the 1 guy left.
Oh, you're going to
Come on,
move the
if you
king.
don't think a bunch of Prussian soldiers don't belong in AA, you are not paying close attention.
All right.
Now this
I'm
is.
going to fire. Let's see. I'm going to fire this cannon first here. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Oh, he's going to fire some cannons. Time's to worry.
13. I might as well fire him or do I want to fire him or do I want to move? Maybe I want to move.
You do one or the other. Yep.
Do I want? Actually, I think because the only thing I can hit is skirmishers. They're +10, and I'm gonna be blah blah blah. So yeah, they're gonna move. They're gonna prolong forward. Okay, so all right. So now let's get back to.
All right. So you're moving KA.
Moving KA. Ka.
Con.
2, 3, 4, 5.
Ah, like the name of a python from Jungle Book?
No, the character from Star Trek II, The Wrath of Khan.
Oh, no, not that Khan. Oh.
Now
That's right. He's
is that
riding
an
a horse,
easy-
bare chested,
Oh, there it is. Okay.
reciting Shakespeare as he goes,
All right.
doing his best, Ricardo Montalban impression.
Which is really funny since he is a
2,
Ricardo Montalban.
3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 3, 4, 5, 6.
So you know that those divisions or those regiments are now not the same, right? So you probably want to
okay, no, I
have
don't.
this guy there instead of the other guy, right?
Oh,
Because they want to be next to each other.
so these are both okay, but actually, I can.
Okay.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Actually, I can bring them together as this. So
So, having
One,
done a little
two,
reading,
Mm-hmm.
three,
the
four,
example
five,
actually covers
six.
exactly what we were concerned about.
Ah,
The
that's nice.
example on page 4 of the special rules 2.5b uh, D. Never have understood why they choose to do the letters the way they do. C actually. Um, one player rolls a 0 for initiative, the other rolls a 6, but there's a +4 fog level modifier, so that's more than 9. So the end turn marker does advance. So it was very clear that even though there was a 0 getting rolled, didn't matter, had nothing to do with it. You still add them together.
Cool.
So,
All right,
so
let's
we need to
move.
advance to
One,
4, which I have
Yeah.
done.
Okay, cool.
one, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. So this one's going 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's done there, and this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And he's going to end up there, like that, and that, and guns. This one's going to prolong to there, the 10 there, and this one has to limber to move, right?
Yep, that doesn't have a little P. So you can limber it, but you can't move it. You can't have a limbered and unlimbered at the end of the
Right.
movement. Yeah.
All right, so now let's see, let's get, he's gonna be right there. That's got all his guys in. And, oh, okay, well that
You still
didn't
have
work.
Gessler to move.
Yeah,
And did you already move the king or?
not yet.
Okay, because
He's,
it had a little move marker on him, but I
well,
wasn't.
that's because I
Oh,
was
actually,
playing with
it's
him
the
a little
move
bit and I
is
had to,
on the unit underneath him. Yeah.
okay, yeah, all right. So Gessler, let's see, is going to go, where's my different commanders?
He's got a range of 6.
All right, so this is flipped and he's got a range of 6. And that kind of puts him in the center of everybody there. And all right, where's my Keith guy?
Keith is here.
Okay,
Kessler's
so
there.
all right, so I don't have to.
Don't really have to move the king at all.
Just stick him in that. He's gonna stop by that little pub there and have a drink while he's.
Have a drink. There you go.
And you know, I did goof up that move a little. I forgot about that when I moved this unit here. I forgot about the keeping them together thing. So they're
Ah,
going to be. So he's only going to be able to move half,
yeah.
but that's okay. That'll
Yeah,
work out.
there's it's
They'll
not like
come
you
back
have a
together.
shortage of cavalry.
They'll come back together.
That's
there,
right. At
whatever.
some
Okay.
point.
All right.
Big
So I guess I'm
giant.
all right.
Yeah.
So
You don't want to have a second wave after your first wave is crushed.
All right. So now the king has moved.
and the king has moved.
So
Everybody has
what do we
moved.
have now? What's our plus on our roll now?
Well, it subtracts 2
Actually,
from the king's number.
if he
Okay, so
was done but he didn't move, if he just stayed where he was, then that doesn't affect that,
Well,
right?
he's never required to activate. And if he didn't move, then
Yeah. So
But
if
it
you,
doesn't
The
matter. You're going to get all the results anyways. So
Yes, the
yeah,
only difference is just going to be that some
like
things that
what
would
is
have
the
been ties
plus?
wouldn't be, and
Yeah.
things that wouldn't be ties would be. So,
So that's why I'm
um,
trying to figure out what it would be because it would affect what number we roll. So he would
right,
then be a +3 on the die roll
instead of a +5,
instead of
so
a
we'd have a
+5.
+2. I mean, that's the difference. Is it would now be +2 for us.
no, it'd be +1 for you.
Oh, I'm sorry. Are we 5 and 4?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. My
Yeah.
apologies. So
So we have
yes,
a
it'd be plus
+1.
one for us then instead.
Right. Instead of a +1 for the Prussians.
That's right.
Okay. Cool. That's good to know. All right.
But you're going to get them all anyway. So it doesn't.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Well, yeah,
That,
but I mean, strictly speaking, there could be things that would be ties that wouldn't have
right.
been,
But
and things that
like,
so it just depends on how the dice fall, right?
yeah, it's not going to
So
affect
I have
it.
no idea what order we're going in now. So I
All
have
right.
no idea whose
So
turn it is.
Here, why don't you go ahead and roll, Michael? We'll get back to our
Hey,
usual Markle. Oh, it's a double zit.
double
Let's
on.
see.
oh,
For the rest of the turn, the ENT is exceeded. Move end of turn marker 2 boxes.
Oh wow, that's not good for us.
For the rest of the turn, when the ENT is exceeded, move the end of turn marker 2 boxes. Okay,
Two
so
boxes, not one.
so yeah, so we don't need to move it right now. Just roll low,
No,
Michael.
but that was no bueno por
That
caca.
was not a very good one. A 4-0.
oh, you got a
Oh
4.
God, I am
So
special
that
rally
is
that
a
we don't
special
need.
rally. Yeah, we don't have anybody who needs to
I
be
don't
rallied
think
yet.
there's any
Okay.
validity to that, is there? No.
No, no.
Okay. Well, let me see how many more times I can roll.
Well,
Well,
that's
thank
one
goodness.
for us, and it's a wing.
Managed to move the clock twice
2,
though
yeah.
because of the stinking fog.
Yep, yep.
Is that right?
But
Yeah.
it's a wing.
Hold
But
on.
it is a wing. Yeah,
Hold
because
on.
we still have the +1 for the fog being at level 3.
Yeah.
So that's
Yeah,
now a 10.
but what I was looking for, I don't for some reason I don't have that chart handy. Um, I'm looking for it. All I know is that the one that's in the vassal module is not right.
Oh. Oh,
Um,
so it might not have
it's
the
not.
plus?
Yeah. Here I am looking for. Where is it? Turn record track. Lobositz turn record track. Oh, I did have it open. Um, current fog elevation level is 3. Is that what we
Yep,
said?
that's correct.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's +2. So
+2?
that yeah, if you look at the download them um from the website, from the Google
Right. I
Right.
got
website,
that. Love
the turn record track does not look the same.
Okay.
And in fact, when the fog level is 0 and 1, it's actually +4
Oh, wow.
to the end turn, and 2, 3, and 4, it's +2 to the end turn. So it's quite a bit different
Oh,
than the
my.
one that comes in the module.
That is different. Okay. Well, that's definitely going to move the clock forward too. So I'm going to push it up to 6.
Okay.
So,
All right, but at least we get to activate. So knowing that we may only get a couple more activations.
But you get a wing.
yeah.
So
So,
let's talk about a wing that we need to do something with the most.
yeah.
The most
So,
urgent.
most urgently, I can. I mean, I've got these independent people out on the end of the universe. They can always activate when we activate something else.
Correct.
So they are fine in that
Or they can
regard.
activate with a wing for that
Yeah,
matter.
yeah. I've got to do something here with Veed to try to get
Yes.
him prepared for incoming cavalry and
Totally.
infantry charges and stuff. I've got this other group here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now my cavalry is not within range to activate the wing. I did not
Okay.
put my
Yep.
guy in the
See
right
that?
spot for that, sadly. So
You still you even couldn't have gotten it with that range, but
No, 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 no. If
Even the previous turn, you
1, 2,
couldn't have
3, 4,
gotten them
5.
into.
Yeah, because they
Mm,
started off too far away from each other.
Right.
Um, all right,
so
so
obviously, Veed is
so Veed
closer to
is
contact,
right, but
and
he's not
so
a wing, but he's just a
right,
single
right.
activation.
I see what
Do
you're
you
saying.
have a
Okay.
wing that you could do something with?
Well, I mean, clearly, I've got the cavalry wing that could do something. I've got two different infantry wings, both of which need to get deployed. Um, so either one of those could be the answer for that.
Okay.
Looking. Where is
Where's Brown?
Brown
Brown's?
is
Just on the
on the
north.
road.
He's in the sunken road, just north of the marsh.
Sunken
And of
Road.
course, there you go, right there.
Oh, he's up there. Oh, okay.
Yeah, yeah. We moved him into last turn
Oh, okay.
to get up that way. So I mean, of course, thanks to the road, he's actually able to extend his command a lot.
Yeah, no, I'll say he can reach everybody.
Just darn near, yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
So we should be able to make a wing happen if we choose to, without too much agony. The question is given that we're probably not going to get to move everybody, thanks to the jackassery of my die rolling, um, what's most critical?
I'm
And
I'm going to say it's some of that infantry of yours is probably if we're going to get a
yeah,
wing, let's try to get those
yeah,
guys doing something.
yeah. I mean, Colorot would have to roll probably. Let's see how far he is. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Actually, he's just exactly in range of
Right.
Brown
Okay.
on the road. Good Lord. Um, so Colrot could do that, and that would just allow all that infantry, over this way to march and get closer to ready. Of course, they
Yep.
won't be ready. We're going to depend on your skirmishers and your cavalry holding them off for a minute while they get organized.
Well,
But
I think that's probably our best bet. Let's do that.
I mean, probably so. I mean, I'm just trying to figure out. If we'd had a little bit more time, my idea was to just march straight. Now, what does the compass rose say? Yeah, march straight north. North happens to be the top of the map, and then turn into line facing to the west. But it looks like maybe it's a little late for that, because it looks like the enemy is too close for that to be quite right. So I'm trying to decide if there's a different reaction I should do given that.
Um, yeah, because I'm as you say. I think if we are to do anything with this group,
Yeah,
it would be instead of like lining them up along here. I don't think we're going to have time to
right.
do that.
Yeah, I just
It
don't.
would
I
be
don't think.
instead line them up along here. So line them up a little further back, maybe. I don't know if you can deploy them quick enough, or they're going to get
I don't know if
stuck.
that much space would matter. I'm actually more concerned about, do I need to be facing northwest and not even trying to extend up to the north?
Well, who's this other guy? Is this also Colrath? So is it all of this stuff here
No.
Colrath
Oh yeah, it is. Yeah, although they wouldn't be able to participate in a wing
in a wing
activation because
activation? Yeah.
he's nowhere near them.
Okay.
So they'd have to activate separately.
Okay. Well, those are the
They'd be
guys then
they'd be
that
sold separately.
right. They would be the ones
Yeah.
that would come up
Yes,
and in
exactly.
this
And that
along
was
this
always the
sunken road.
plan,
Yeah.
is
Okay.
bring the guys up along the sunken road, get them deployed, get these guys across the marsh, get them deployed. But these other
Right.
fellas down here, I'm starting to think maybe it just makes more sense to just get deployed kind of where they are,
Yeah, get them
just
across the
in
get them
in
across the
front of the
creek.
village.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
and then okay, all right. Well, in
And
that
then you
case,
can and then you can move Kolrath further over here, and then he can get these guys in
well,
command
he
for
wouldn't be
future
able to do
stuff.
another
But
wing
yeah,
with them. But
no,
you're
no,
right.
no, no.
Yes,
But
he could situate himself better. I
yeah,
knew that I had to split up to get across that marsh.
yeah,
So I just sent him in one direction.
yep.
What else could you do? So all right, well we'll go ahead and activate him. And like I said, since I don't have to roll, I guess we'll just go ahead and declare victory. So now I just need to figure out what I'm doing. Is that important? Oh sure, why not? Okay, so if I did that, then now I just want to make absolutely sure that I haven't lost my mind as far as the uh, having played with the Russians in this last game, I'm being very cautious to make sure that I'm not making any assumptions about formation change costs. Yeah, okay, good. All right. So
Yeah, our guys are
that's
more maneuverable
yeah,
than the Russians, to put it mildly.
yeah, to put it mildly. So that's 1.5. That's 2. Um, that's 3, and that's 4.
Yep.
That's going to be 1, 2, 3, and 4 takes him out of road column, so that disappears. I don't know that it's that. I mean, yeah, there's a skirmish line in front of me. I shouldn't need to worry about it right away. I'm just trying to decide, does it make sense to put myself into real harm's way and go ahead and do a rapid march by doing this? Yeah, what the hell, I will.
Yeah,
All right, I'll roll for it.
they're
No
happy.
problem. Okay. All right, so these knuckleheads. 1, 2. Well, all right, I need to move the guns out of the way if I'm going to do that. 1, 2, and actually I'll just do 3 and just doing that. 1. 2, 3. Oh, wait a minute. Because we're playing the game we're playing, they can actually be unlimbered, still
Yeah,
be on top of these guys.
yeah, because
So,
they're only one increment.
well, it's just that in the standard rules that's not allowable
Oh,
to have limbered artillery with line infantry.
oh, okay.
Um, there's an optional rule that lets limbered artillery point at hex points
Right,
instead of hex sides, and that also allows them to be in a hex with line infantry.
right.
Uh, just it's different than what's normal, but it just keeps it from getting confusing. Okay, so if he goes 1, 2, of course he's facing this way because he's in road. 2.5, 3.5, and actually the leader stays back here. 3.5 to take that off. 4.5.
Well, is it 4.5 or
4.
just 4?
Well, it'd be four
Oh,
and a
yeah.
half to get into line,
Right.
right? And then as long as I'm doing that, then go ahead and make it 5.5, and then we'll roll for disorder. Don't really know how good that guy is.
Oh,
Not that
not
good.
good enough. He's
So
disordered.
he's disordered.
Now we know where to put the leader.
Exactly. It's almost like I've done this before. Okay,
Yep.
let's see. So this unit was the back end of him.
Yep.
All right. And so then we'll go ahead and march up here. 1, 2. Hmm. 3, except he'd be facing this way. 4 would take him out of road. And then
So then he's just
5, 6 would put him into line, comme ça. So we'll go ahead and roll for that.
Oh,
Not
he's
a problem.
happy.
Not a problem. Okay, let's see. Where are these guys? I'm mixing up my units in a way that probably they never would have done in real life. And it's just one of those things about how the system works. Again, leave the leader behind. So that's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and we'll pull him out of road. But he will be facing that way. And that comes off. And then he will go 1, 2, 3, 4. Four and a half, 5.5 takes him out of road, so I'll have to roll for him. And he's okay.
You need
I
to
need to roll for the
that.
guy in
I
front too.
wondered about
Yeah.
that. I for some reason I didn't catch myself.
Yep,
Okay,
they're
he's
both
all right
happy.
too. Okay. All right. So then we're going to put the leader in the place where he could be useful.
Yeah, get all those high rolls out of your system.
Yeah, you know it, brother. All right. And then let's see. We got all these guys in the back here who are all in road order as well. But not on road, which is, kind of inconvenient, but that's life.
Yeah,
Okay.
they're halfway there.
Right.
They're
So
thinking
that's
about
going to
it.
be 1, 2 for him, 3, 4 for him. And I guess I just got to decide if I actually want to move him any further. Probably. I mean, why the hell not, right? Woo! Whoop. What was that?
That was pretty exciting.
Yeah, it's just, me and my keyboard. Me and my keyboard. There we go. All right.
Now, wouldn't he be facing this Hesk since he's still on the road?
Actually, the truth is, the way that the rule's written makes it really kind of like as you leave the hex is when you get to make the choice. So you're not required to turn to follow the road. You're just allowed to turn to follow the road.
Right.
So in
and
this case,
if I remember the reading of it, it talks about the back of the hex facing the road you just came from or something,
Yeah.
doesn't it?
Yeah.
Okay.
So anyway, I don't know. Just for me, I've always done it as it's optional if it amuses you. And that's really what it's all about, I think, isn't it?
All right. Well, he passes his disorder check.
Grand. So we'll keep on moving then. So then this guy here is going to go again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and change. We'll roll for him.
He's
Probably
probably going to
not.
be disordered. Yep.
No. Boy, these guys suck. All right, that's fine. Not a problem. Go anywhere in the world and be treated like dirt. I'll take it from you. All right, so we're gonna turn one, two, three, four. Which really begs the question: do I? Yeah, what the hell? 4.5. We'll put this guy here. I mean, how badly can I roll, right? He said, teasing the gods.
All right. So is that a special disorder check thing?
Yeah, that is a special disorder
Special
check. If I could
disorder
just
check. Let's see.
find the
Movement
one I'm at.
actions 07.
Oh,
If
7.
units printed ER is 26 or is greater than
Which it
26,
isn't.
reroll with a plus 10.
Otherwise,
Otherwise,
oh,
reroll with
26 or
none.
greater, it's a plus 10. Is that what
Yeah,
you
yeah,
said?
yeah. So I
All right, so
presume
this
it's going to be a
not.
plus. Oh,
Oh, well, he
phew.
managed anyway,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
defying all odds.
Exactly.
All right, that's going to be 1, 2, 3, and so we're all good there. And
Bring the tail up.
And then we will probably want to put. Let's see how far up do I want to put him? Colrat. I'm just trying to figure out what to do with him.
So Kolrath, he needs to be within 10 of Brawn. 1, 2, 3,
Yeah, but
4,
he is
5.
in 10 of Brawn.
No,
That's
no,
not
no,
the
no.
problem.
But if we want to have him within, so that he can activate the whole
Yeah,
friggin' core again, right?
I get it. Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's the.
So
That's the
this guy
trick.
is there, and they're all on the road, and so we can use the road to connect with Kolrath, right? To connect to Wing Leader, can we use it?
Yes.
Okay. So
Well, I mean, so
that's
he's
1,
activated,
2,
right?
3, 4.
So 1, 2, 3,
So we could have
4,
Kolroth
5,
as far
6,
as
7.
this, right? 1, 2, 3,
1,
4.
2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, I mean, he could be here, I think.
Yeah. So that's 1,
1,
2,
2,
3,
3,
4, 5 gets to
4, 5.
Woolsdorf. Yep.
Yeah, exactly.
And then the question is, how does he do? Then he's definitely going to reach this guy because he's within 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right?
4, 5. Well, he can't reach the guy in the back, but that's fine. Whatever.
Yeah.
Point is, he's in a lot better shape than he was.
Yep.
And
Yep.
So we'll just declare victory and go home.
Okay, cool. I think it's over to me to roll. Let's see what I
think it
can
is.
muster. Oh, that's definitely going to push the clock.
Yeah, that's not okay. I have just moved it to 8. We may only get another activation, or well, maybe one more activation. Maybe not even. Maybe not even.
Okay.
So
So
we
now
gotta
the
really
question
focus
is,
here.
do we activate Veed and all of our various and sundry skirmishers, or do we activate our heavy cavalry back here?
Yeah, I don't know.
How?
I mean, obviously, given that we're going to be limited, we're going to have to do whatever it's going to take to meet the immediate attack. And then obviously we'll just have to bring up whatever we can. But if you get run over in the middle immediately, in other words, I'm thinking, yeah, I don't know, maybe bringing the heavy cavalry up isn't such a bad idea.
Well, let's
Because
see.
you're going to
1,
want to be
2,
able
3,
to have
4,
fresh
5,
cavalry
6.
that could countercharge
Yeah.
to keep him honest.
That is putting it mildly. Okay.
I just don't know that bringing up a bunch of guys that are going to be in march order.
No.
Road
I
order.
know that your guys aren't going to do any good at all.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
I
So
feel like
it's the question is, do I activate Veed? Do I activate Veed and try to get people in shape, or do I activate the cavalry?
I think considering that he's probably going to charge on the next turn, probably you ought to have your cavalry forward.
Okay.
Because,
Well,
I mean, there's a real chance that this is the last activation we get.
Yeah. So I'll activate this guy here.
Yeah.
What's his name? Lucchese? No, Lowenstein. So I'll activate him, and then I'll activate all of my independent units out in the universe, including my Grenzers back here.
Good, good, good. Yep.
including my Grenzers and Grenadiers out here.
Yep. Yep.
So we roll for their activation first, or we roll for fire combat first?
No, no. Command is all first.
Okay. All right. So these guys, then, I guess they have to make a morale
Really,
check
they're
to move.
probably no, they're probably
They're within
within
command of
the
this guy, but
within their reach of Drakowitz, right?
yeah.
In fact, I mean that's explicitly his job. I think is to be the command leader.
Okay.
So I don't think you need to roll for any of those guys. Maybe these guys
These guys in the
here.
back, I do. Yep. So let's roll for
Sure.
that top one,
Yeah.
08. So he's not going to make it. And the other
No.
guy, an 87, he is. So this guy can only move half his movement.
Right. So he is out of command.
So he
Comme
can
ça.
move one. So he can go one, two.
Is he in skirmish order?
Yeah, he's in skirmish order.
Yeah.
Yeah, those are all in skirmish order. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. All right. And then this guy can go one, two, three, and I think four gets him there. I don't think the skirmishers pay for the slopes, do they? No, they don't. Okay. All
Well,
right.
and you could have bypassed the slope easily enough anyway.
Oh, yeah. And let's see. I'll go ahead and take some shots with these two guys. They can fire on this chap. So my
Okay.
grenadiers are times 4 that are adjacent. So I've got 4 points here. And then these guys are firing at you. And I've got 3 times 2. I've got 6. So I got 10. I got a 1 to 1.
1-1.
1 to 1. Here, let's see what we get. 69 at 1 to 1.
Just missed.
Missed him by that much. Okay. All right. Next time. There's a plus. No. Is there a plus? No, because he's lost it.
Not anymore because you
No.
got one of them wasted
Chipped
already.
one away. All right. So we'll mark all those people as finish.
Finish.
And, yep, they are Finnish. They've all converted. They're now Finns.
Hmm.
Okay. I do like these new Finnish markers. They're so much nicer than the ones from Colon. So.
Oh, yeah, no doubt.
All right.
Is there going to be any other movement
with the other skirmishers? Not at the moment. Let's see. Maybe we'll just pull them back a little bit here to make your life a little challenging. Oh, actually, this guy. Yeah, no, it was fine the way I had it. Okay. All right. We got those guys there. And so we can mark them as finished also. Not that it matters a whole hill of beans. Okay, and then I've got these other skirmishers that are down here. They are within range of Brown, so they don't need to roll for anything exciting. So moving through the Lobositz, it costs them 1. So that's going to be a half, 1.5, 2.5, 3.5 gets them there. And this guy will go there. We should be fine. Okay, so those are those guys done with their exciting move. Making way for your troops, Michael.
You are such a gentleman, and maybe we'll even move this turn. Who knows?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Those guys are coming up. And 6 gets those guys there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 gets those there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 4, 5, 6 gets those guys there. And we can move our leader here so that way he's in range of his wing commander. So he can do a wing ding if he needs to in the future.
A ding dong.
Yep. Let's fire some guns while we're at it, shall we?
Yeah.
Yeah, because I mean we can't fire guns during the at the end of the turn, can we?
You can, absolutely. Yeah. The only thing you can't do during end turn is you just can't move unless you're in road column on a road. But
Oh,
you do everything else. You still do disorder recovery. You still do fire combat. You still
oh, okay.
you even do close combat if you're if you're close enough. You just can't move.
Okay. All right. Well, then I will hold off on the guns, hoping that we get another activation for Veed. So that way, then I can move them, prolong them, whatever. Okay. I don't know whose role it is. I think it's
David's, I believe.
David's. Yep.
Yeah.
Roll low, David.
Oh, it's another
That was
special.
rolling low, David. Well done.
So a 0-4. That's a special rally for us again. We
Ah,
can't get anything practical like a free combat
Nope.
segment. Come on.
Nope,
All
can't
right.
get
Free fire
can't get the
combat.
free beer special result.
Yeah.
Looking forward to
Yeah,
that, but no
I'll try
dice.
another one then here.
Oh,
another special.
that's another special rally. Yeah, you
Yeah,
really
that's
want us to
pretty
rally.
much you're starting to rub it in there, pal.
We've been rolling
Now
a
he rolls a
lot.
7-8.
We've been rolling a lot of zero results this
There we
this
go.
turn.
Yep. Oh,
Okay.
that's
And
going to
then
push the clock.
I said 7-8, but it turns out 8-7.
8-7, same difference.
All right. So now we're at end turn. Dan. I don't think I've ever seen it quite so lopsided.
That was that double aught roll was
Yeah.
what really was brutal for us.
He got to move everything, and
Yep.
we got to move what?
Well,
One?
part of a wing and one other thing. Yeah.
One
Yeah,
command.
we got to move 2, 3 commands
Yep.
total.
Yep.
Wow. That's nuts.
It could have been
fortunately,
worse.
I've got
Yeah.
some guys. No, fortunately, I've got some guys on the road.
Okay.
So, I mean, at least I can move them.
Well, and I at least can take some shots at some people. So
Exactly. Absolutely.
Now,
So,
so if
now,
I have a unit
as
that
it happens,
yeah.
that was a tie.
Oh. So
Oh,
actually
I'm sorry.
it doesn't.
I'm sorry. I'm reading it backwards. I'm reading
No.
it backwards because the red die is on the left,
Yep.
but
Yep.
we are on the right side of the screen. So never mind. So it's our activation. My usual policy. I mean, you do you. But
Right.
my usual policy is I then immediately activate the things that can actually still do something.
Okay.
And then when you finally get to the point where nobody can activate, then you just roll several times looking for special results until you just, you've worked through everybody. Does that make sense?
Okay.
Yep.
You could do it any way you want, but it's just kind of tedious to sit there and have to just deal with, okay, how many more do we have? So I think what I'm trying to say is I'd probably, under these circumstances, want to activate, although it's going to be a little awkward. What's his name? I can't read. Does this happen when you turn 60?
I don't know.
He's part of Colrat's bunch. He's back here in the back.
Oh, that is Kottendorf. Krotendorf.
So it's going to be awkward because his boys behind him can't move. The ones in front can move.
Right, and the
And I
guns
think
can
there's
move.
value enough in them moving that I probably will just go ahead and activate him anyway.
Yeah.
So
And
awkward,
does it
but
does that allow? Okay.
3, 4, 5. Actually, you know what? His first unit looks like it's not in command range. 1, 2, 3, 4. Actually, no, the first 2 units aren't in command range. So, all right. So they're going to have to move slow anyway.
So
Oh, well,
who's
whatever.
not in command range?
He's not.
He's the artillery.
Those are artillery, so those are independent, right?
All right. Well, never mind.
Yeah.
Oh, you're quite right. You're quite right. So his units are in command.
Yeah.
So, but the ones behind him can't move because they're not on the road.
Yep.
So, all right. So, all right. Okay. Well, thank you very much for noticing what I failed to notice. All right. And it's half a movement point per road hex.
Correct.
Okay. interesting part about this is you got no choice. It's like you can't leave the road. You can't leave
Right.
road column. So it's like, well, no point in thinking about this too much. No point in trying to finesse this too much. It's either I'm here or I'm nowhere. Okay. Well, this module acts funny. Now, if you I have on more than one occasion I've kind of not quite landed something in a hex and it goes all the way back to where I started from.
Mm.
It's just kind of weird. Okay. So I'm gonna bring him forward enough to try to at least keep those guys in command. So that's gonna be 2, 3, 4. Yeah. So that would keep them in command at least. And you can go ahead and activate the artillery now if you want, because there's no reason they don't. I mean, they don't need to activate with Uvid.
Okay.
So you want to go and shoot? Go ahead and
Yeah.
shoot.
Yeah. Well, might as well. Might as well take some shots while we can. Um, do you want to move? Let's see. Brown is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
We can move Brown whenever we want.
6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Oh, I'm within range of Brown. So Fehrenstein can combine artillery.
Good.
Yeah. So Brown doesn't have to move right now. Good. So I could use a couple of these things
You
here.
can put 2 of them together.
I can put 2 of them together to make an exciting shot. So I've got the 12 pounders, I got the 6 pounders, and I got 7 pounders. So at this, at range, what's our range here? We're looking at
2, 4, 6, 8,
11 hexes.
10. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 hexes.
10 hexes, okay. So the 6 pounders can just barely reach it. The 12 pounders and the 7 pounders. Okay. So I can probably do the 7 pounders and the 12 pounders together on this here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So a range of 10. So the 12 pounders are times 4 and the 7 pounders are times 2. So that's going to be 4
8,
plus
9, 10,
8,
11,
12. 12 to 10. Now it's a 1-1 shot. No pluses, no minuses. A 42. That's going to be a miss.
Big whiff.
Yep. Well, it was worth a shot.
But he takes a morale check. Okay, I'm kidding.
All right. And then I guess this guy get a shot, and he could shoot at this guy over here, and it's going to be 2 to, that's 1 to 3. Can we even shoot it less than 1 to 3?
It was he times 1?
He's times 1.
Yeah, he can't. He needs to be at least 1 to 3 to actually even fire.
Okay. So I guess I could have gone with this guy and this guy. That would have been added up to 10.
It still would have been 10, and then
Right.
the other
and
guy
this
could
guy
have
could have
actually
gone
fired
as
at
what,
1 to
4
3.
to 3. Okay. That's what I'll do.
But I mean, again,
Yeah.
1 to 3, if you don't have
If
a size,
there's no pluses. I'd
If
have
you
to
don't have a
get,
size
there's no way I
modifier-
can hit anything. Because I'd have to
you
get over
either
100.
need a special result
Yeah.
or a size modifier
Yeah.
at 1 to 3 to get anything worthwhile.
Okay. Cool. Well, no worries about that. We won't even pretend that we were shooting
All
that
right.
one.
Well, that was it for that activation, and then I guess the question we should ask is: are there any other commands that have any disorder recovery, fire combat, close combat to do?
No.
Okay. So
Are there
how
any
many do
other
we have left?
commands? Yeah, nobody else on the
So
road.
we've got.
Nobody else on
So
the
we've
road
got.
who can move?
We've got Veed.
Right.
You've got Peroni.
Uh,
We've got
well,
Haddock.
you've got
We've
O-
got
O'Donnell.
O'Donnell. That's 4. And then you've got your Lobositz. And then you've got, who's this other guy? Headwinger. So we've got six commands.
6 commands. Okay, I'm counting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Still trying to figure out where the 6th one is.
So I've got 3.
But I believe you.
Well, I've
You've
got
got 3.
3, and you've got this guy here, right? Peroni, who's the infantry, who's
Yes,
not in road. So that's 4.
that's
And then
right.
you've got
Yep.
your 2 commands for the heavy cavalry. That
Okay.
makes 6.
All right. So basically, at this point, really, all we need to do is just roll 6 times and
Okay.
just trying to get special results or not.
Yep.
And so the only thing to bear in mind is that if Brown doesn't need to move, and I don't think he does, then basically it's +1 to the Austrians for all these rolls.
Yep. Go ahead and roll.
Okay, that's
One.
1.
All right. So,
Oh,
a special result
All
for
right,
the
so-
Austrians is 6.
So that's 1. Then we got a special result for the
That
Austrians.
is
Special
a
result
free
is
fire
6.
combat. Hey, we can fire our artillery again,
Well, I mean,
or we could fire
yeah, we
something
probably
else.
can.
Yeah.
No, you're probably right. It probably is.
yep.
That's what it is.
Artillery.
I can't imagine who else can shoot. Probably Furstein, whatever his name is. Probably
Yeah.
the only thing we can do.
Furstein
But
would.
you could
Yeah.
do it. You could do it the way you wanted to do it last time. You could do 1 to 1 on somebody and 1 to 3 on somebody, and just hope the gods smile upon you.
Okay. Well, we can't do the. I mean, the 1 through 3 is not going to last. Going to do anything, right? Because we'd have to get.
Oh, actually, you're right. You're
Yeah.
right. Because only 2 of them even get to fire.
Yeah. So we'll do a.
So,
we'll
all
just
right.
do a 1-to-1 on that guy again. See if we get any
Sure.
better.
Yep.
77.
Hey now we got
There's
one.
a hit. Okay, scratch.
Where's
some
that?
Austrian- Right here. That
That was
poor
the
guy.
end of the line there.
Lost.
Just keep rolling 60s, Michael.
All right, so that hit. We are down 1 now. We have 5 to go. All right, that's 2.
A 7-0.
Oh, that's is
it's
that
another
2 or is
fire
that
combat.
3?
No, we've gone.
Or- oh,
for
the other
3.
was.
No,
That's
we-
another
special
free fire
results
combat.
don't count. But we don't have anybody left who can fire, except I'm sure what's his name can get the Grenzers to fire again.
Yeah, but the Grenadiers aren't part of his command, right?
sure?
So the Grenadiers, yeah, because we already
Yeah.
talked about this when we were
Okay.
reading through it
that-
last turn. It
that's
came
fine.
up. Yeah.
I believe you if you say so.
Yeah.
Um,
No. We can do another free fire because that's the exception here with this. Because David got a bunch of free
Right.
fires in a row, so I can keep firing with the same artillery over and over and over again as long as you keep
Oh,
giving it to
really?
me. Yeah.
All right. Well, keep
Yeah.
doing 1-to-1s then.
So we'll take another shot at this poor bastard here. And yeah, why not? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12. Okay, or we could shoot it. No, I can't reach. No, I could. That's going to be 8, 10. 1-to-1 on artillery. Huh.
Remember, you need 2 hits
I
for
need
it to
to do
matter,
hits.
though. If you're firing
Yeah.
at unlimbered
But
artillery.
if he's got a stack of 4 increments there,
yeah, its
that's
size
worth
is 16, so it's +20.
plus 20.
But you do need 2 hits to actually do anything.
Right. So if I rolled really well, if I
Yes.
got into the 100 range, I would do,
Yeah, then you get 2 hits.
I'd scratch one. We'll go ahead and take
Yeah.
a shot at your guns over here. Why not?
Oh,
Let's see if we get lucky.
Alrighty then.
Okay.
Yes, you did.
Yep.
Yes, we saw if you got lucky.
All right.
Wow.
That's,
So believe it or not, after all that foolishness, we've still only rolled 2.
yep.
No, that's
Oh my
Zero,
God,
zero.
another one. Right. So every 0 doesn't count as a
No,
So-
zeros don't count because they're not activating anybody, right?
Yeah. So the 55 counted and the 99 counted.
Correct.
So we've
But
only
those are the
done
only ones
2
I've counted.
of the 6
That's
so
correct.
far. And now we've
And
rolled a
now we're
3-0,
at
which is
0-3,
another
which is special rally,
right.
which I guess I can use this time.
Yeah, because we got disordered
Because
people.
I can go ahead and move some of these guys out of disorder. I think I only have like
You've got 2. You've got
one
McGuire
in each of 2
and
commands,
you've
right?
got this guy over here. Yeah.
All right,
McGuire
so
and
I'll just do the
Oldorf.
guy. Just do the guy in front. Just
Yep.
take care of him. All right, so we're still at 2.
Yep. All right, so now
All
we're
right.
at 3 activations.
That's 3.
So now who are we going to activate? Who are
Well,
you
it
flipping
doesn't
over? You got to
matter.
be
I mean,
okay.
no, that's the whole thing about once you get down to the ones where they can't do anything anyway,
Right.
then it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
We just
Right?
know it's 6, and you don't have
So
to
you just
flip
say
it.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It doesn't matter which
Right.
ones they are. All right, so that was
Go.
3.
There's 4.
That's 4.
That is a special thing
I think it's free
for the
free combat
yep,
for him.
free fire for the Prussians.
Yeah. All right, let's see. All right, so our fog level now is 3. So my
Correct.
guns over here on the left are not in fog anymore, so they may be a consideration. All right, so we got 12 there. 8. Two, 8. Or let's see. Wait a minute. I can do. Yes, I did do that. All right. So he. 1, 2. 4. Just be time.
All right. Which batteries are you going to fire? The only ones you could fire are the ones that are there near Molwitz, right? Or you could fire your infantry that are up there that are with Bevern, right?
All right. Now let me ask, do the batteries that I'm firing have to be next to each other if I'm using Mole? I think they just have to be within 2 of him, right? So like I could combine this one with this one.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
mean, I think the key is that it's number of stacks and range to him. They don't need to be adjacent to each other.
Right.
Yes.
That's what I thought. Okay. All right. So so that would mean I could do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 times.
Yeah, all it says is the leader allows the owning player to combine 2 artillery stacks within the leader's command range into one
Right.
fire combat against a single target that's beyond their minimum artillery range.
Exactly.
11. So we got 11 and 12. That's
And I'm sorry, where is he?
2.
So Molwitz
He
is
is
right here by the
right here.
winery.
Ah, naturally. Yeah, I know
He's,
that
he's
guy.
sitting back
Right by the
with his little
winery.
spyglass with a glass of wine and
Yeah, Natch.
saying, okay, go do that, you know.
1752 was a fabulous year for Moravian wineries.
Well, particularly since this is 17. What is this? 1756.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
that's
it is,
only a
right.
4-year-old wine. Come on.
Exactly. Yeah, but he's quite the connoisseur.
There you go.
All right, so I've got, okay, I'm going to combine these 2 stacks on here. So I got
Okay,
1,
so
2,
you've
3, 4,
got
5, 6, and I don't think the 24, which would be times 2, which is a 12.
So the
because they're
10,
at
you got a
11 and
12, so you've
I
got two
13,
12 pounders. You
I
got
got
3
4,
12
or
pounders,
3 12
right?
pounders,
And
yeah.
a 10 pounder.
Yeah.
So the 12 pounders at a range of what is it? 1, 2, 3, 4,
One's at
5,
12,
6,
the
7,
others are at 11,
10,
but it doesn't
11.
matter. That's still times 2 for both of them.
Okay.
And
So the
so
12 pounders are going to
it's
be
12.
12.
So it's
And then the
16.
10 pounder
Oh no,
is
it's
going to
14.
be 1. So it's going to be 14. So it's a 1-to-1 shot.
Yeah.
Okay. Roll your dice.
So and you're at a plus.
Just roll your
Again,
dice and we'll figure it out.
yeah, that's your plus thing. So, but
Yeah. It doesn't
Yeah,
matter. Right. That's
it's
why
not
it's
that
like
big of a
roll the
stake.
dice and then we'll figure it out.
Yeah, I learned
So-
that from Paul Borchers.
Yeah,
Just
yeah,
roll.
yeah.
Yeah. All right. Speaking of rolling, we got 2 more activations, which either we will do or won't.
Okay. So that's activation number 5.
So 5. 1 more to go.
Activation number 6.
Activation number 6. All right. So that's it. And now we would roll to see who rallies, but I'm not sure if anybody is shaken or routed.
Nobody is shaken or routed
I don't think-
currently.
I don't think anybody is.
Yeah.
So then I think we hit the end turn marker.
and the move marker.
And
And then we can
And
advance
so-
the clock to the, what is it? It's going to be the 8:40 turn.
40 turn. Okay. Like that.
Yep,
Yep.
that looks about right. And we're on fog level 3.
Okay. Well done, campers. Considering I didn't show up on time, my apologies.
That's all right. We still got in. It was still approximately
Yeah.
2 hours from when you arrived.
Yeah.
So
That's right. Yeah, and we
Yep.
got a whole turn in. So there
Yeah.
we go. Well, we'll just have to declare victory then. So I'm going to make the note that this is 0840 start.
yep. And hopefully, I don't think I've got anything cooking next Sunday that's going to preclude me from meeting at our usual 6 o'clock hour.
Yeah. Now, next Sunday's a problem for me.
Oh, okay.
I'm going to be 6 time zones ahead of my usual time zone.
Shocking.
Yeah.
So I guess we will forego playing next Sunday.
I think we're going to need to.
Okay. No worries.
Yeah.
Off to England.
Off to England, yes.
Well, that should be fun.
I mean,